Hey everyone, I'm FM Greeno and welcome along to something a little bit different on my channel today. So I've gone into the mists of time and loaded up the oldest playable version of FM that I can get going on this PC, which is FM 2014. None of the earlier versions seem to load for some reason. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to sim it through up until the end of the 2020 season and see how it predicts things should be at the beginning of FM21. Now, of course, those dates will be a little bit different to how things are looking now. Obviously, when they were coding FM 2014, they were not expecting COVID to be a factor. So we're going to go through to kind of the beginning of August or something like that of 2020 and see how the tables look, see who's going to be in the Premier League, etc., and see who's won what along the way. Let's go and take a look. So we've simmed forward to the beginning of the 2021 season. Let's have a little look at the Premier League, see if there's any big surprises in amongst here. So there's a few smaller clubs have made their way up. You've got Birmingham here, Huddersfield, Ipswich, Norwich, Forest, Reading, Stoke and Swansea still seem to be clinging on. But no major surprises in terms of the top six. They all seem to still be in there. Take a look at the season preview, see what it predicts. So Chelsea to be the winners, very closely followed by United, City and Tottenham though. Arsenal just a tiny little bit off, Liverpool down in 6th, a way off. So that suggests to me they've not been quite so good in FM14 land even, compared to real life. Norwich predicted 7th, wow. The Premier Division Select is a bit of an odd looking one too. Charlie Austin up top, Carl Darlow in goal. Jack Wilshere clearly hasn't been broken in this game compared to real life. In terms of the transfers this summer, the biggest one, James Ward-Prowse, going from Southampton to Man City for 31 million. So, yeah, that's not quite realistic in real life, is it? Let me take a little look through the divisions. So Newcastle and Everton are both in the Championship. Villa too, Wolves, that's interesting. Chesterfield are in here, they're a conference side now. That's a bit different. What do we have here? Brighton in League One, along with Blackburn and Sheffield Wednesday. So some bigger clubs have fallen off a cliff a little bit there. What have we got in League 2? Bristol City in League 2. Oh dear, oh dear. And Preston and Luton, a couple of Championship teams there. So that's kind of interesting. Look at the FA Cup here, what's been happening in that. So Watford have won it once. Miles, come on, you coded that into the game, buddy. Otherwise, fairly big teams. Leeds won it last time out. Newcastle won the Capital One Cup, but they're a Championship side, so they either did it from the Championship or won that and were relegated last season, so that's a bit odd. Cardiff have won it as well. Well, Swansea won it, then Cardiff. A little bit of Welsh dominance at one point in the game. Interesting. So we go back to the Premier League. Let's have a little look at the history. So no major surprise in here. Tottenham have won a league. Otherwise, it's all been top 6 sides. They were finished in the top 3, and Liverpool nowhere near. Not got into the top 3 at all in this game, so that's interesting. Okay, so I think we'll go through one more season to see what it predicts for the 2021 season. So here we are at the end of the 2021 season. The Premier Division has been won by Chelsea. Chelsea with Jose Mourinho still in charge. He hasn't had a strop and sulked off anywhere. Man City 2nd, Man United 3rd. The top 6 are pretty much as you would expect. Liverpool finishing in 6th, some margin off the other guys though. And if you're a Liverpool fan, you'd probably be slightly disappointed to finish 11 points behind a Tottenham side managed by Tim Sherwood. Not too encouraging there. Teams relegated: Reading, West Ham and Forest. Charlie Austin finishing second in the top goal scoring chart, so he's obviously extended his career a little bit. Jordan Henderson up amongst the top average rating guys, but playing for Man City. De Bruyne still at Chelsea. Yeah, some interesting stuff in amongst here. If we drop down a division, we can see that Everton, Sheffield United and Newcastle all got promoted. So they'll be in the Premier League next year. In terms of who got relegated, if we come down to the bottom, you can't see it because it's behind my head, but Sunderland have gone down, which will be no surprise when you see they're managed by Steve McLaren. Nice to see the likes of Chesterfield and Southend holding their own in the Championship in mid-table. Nice and comfortable there. Down to League One, Brighton get promoted, so they're one step closer to getting to the Premier League. Bolton as well, clearly the financial problems they have not filtered through into this game, and Notts County are going into the Championship, which I think their fans would be pleased with, seeing as they're a conference team currently. Down to League 2, Bristol City win the league. Oh, and Bristol Rovers go up with them as well, so more Bristol derbies. Down near the bottom, again you can't see it here, but Coventry have gone down, and Preston only just about stayed up, finishing 21st in League 2. Let's have a look at the FA Cup. So Arsenal have won it this year, beating Leeds in the final. And some silverware for Liverpool fans. There we are. They have won the 2021 League Cup. That's nice for them. One thing that we should do while we're here is have a little look at the England team, I guess. See how they're getting on. So let's come up to the national team here. England, so let's see who we recognise in here. So Joe Hart is still clinging on to the goalkeeping jersey at the age of 34. Stephen Colker, goodness me, he's been playing for us. And has, wow, more than 70 caps in a centre-half partnership with Phil Jones, who has nearly 80 caps. Wow, that is not a defence that would fill me with confidence. Ward-Prowse, Jack Wilshere, 80 caps plus. The Ox, Will Hughes, Raheem Sterling at least makes it. He must be, yeah, he's pushing up towards 80 caps as well, at age of 26. Brett Billam must be a new gen, don't know him. Not a lot of big names on the bench either. Tom Ince, goodness. Oh, Zaha. So he decided to play for England rather than heading off to the Ivory Coast. Interesting. So let's see how they've been doing in recent years. So if we go back to the start of the game here, so World Cup 2014 would be the first tournament. Oh, and they made it all the way to the final, getting beat by Germany, obviously. But that's a bit of a better performance. Anyone who remembers Brazil 2014, we didn't do that well. We go into the Euros in 2016. Knocked out in the quarterfinals by Spain. That's fair enough. 2018 World Cup in Russia. Oh, we only went and won it. Goodness me, wow. Armenia got to the second round. We beat them, beat Russia, beat Spain on penalties in the semi-final, and then 1-0 against Argentina in the final. Nice, we'll take that. And what have we got here? Euro 2020. Made it to the semi-finals, lost to Belgium on penalties. Not too bad at all. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this little look at what FM14 predicts the FM21 season to be like. It's been quite a lot of fun just to run through and see what the AI reckons would happen. If you have enjoyed it, please drop a like on the video. It helps me get seen by more people. And any comments you've got on this, if you'd like to see anything similar, please let me know. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. FM21 is upon us, and there's going to be a lot of great content coming up on the channel, plus obviously the FM20 stuff you can look at in the back catalogue. It just remains for me to thank you for watching this, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.